The order entry module allows for several reports to be printed. To find the reports that are available, let's select Report, Order Entry, and we'll notice that a box appears displaying the 3 reports that are available. The first report we have is the Ticket Audit Log. When we click on that, first thing you'll notice is that a selection criteria box opens. The selection criteria box is available for you to narrow down the information that will appear on that report. So if, for example, you only wanted to look at tickets for a certain customer, you could select the customer. If you wanted to only pick the tickets for a certain date range, let's say from July 1st, 09 to July 31st, 09, I would then just get my reports for that area. With any of the selection criteria boxes, I can hit the clear option to clear out my selections and return them to the default. Always be aware of the date. The date is pre-programmed to default to say either 1 year or 2 years back, so that the report isn't filled with years of data. You can always change that. If, for example, you wanted to go back to 06, you can simply type in 06, but be aware of some of the dates that certain modules default to. So we can select that, and once we've made our selection criteria, we can simply click on OK, and that will bring our report to the screen. The audit log basically gives you a listing of every job number used in the system. Dynamic feels that the job numbers are a critical number and they should be accounted for, so that you don't get into situations where people open jobs and if they're in a malice way, produce that job, then destroy the job ticket so that it never gets billed. You have a complete audit of every job number that is assigned. So it will give you a job number and some basic information associated with that job. With any of our reports, you can either look at them on the screen, print them to paper, or create PDFs, and this was all covered in the first report video of order entry. Once we're finished with that report, let's close it out. Let's go back into Report, Order Entry, and we also have an order entry job listing, so let's click on that. Again, we get a selection criteria window. This selection criteria window has a lot more detail on it, allows us to further refine the information that will appear on this report. So again, if, for example, I only wanted to pull it off for a certain salesperson, an invoice status, date ranges, customer required dates, internal due dates, invoiced dates, open dates, closed dates. I have the flexibility to narrow down as much of the information as I want. Again, let's just leave that blank. Let's click on OK, and let's look at this report. This will give us a report of all the jobs for whatever we specified, and it will give us the job numbers, the titles, the customer, the industry, the quantity, the salesperson, the CSR, the job type, the open date, close date, ship date, last invoice, the due date, and the required date. It will also indicate if any of these jobs are late, and obviously put in the word late right there. Remember as well, you will always have your search capability with these reports. So let's say I was only interested in the jobs that are bigger than 10,000. Again, I could click on my search button, use my filter field, go down and find the order quantity or ticket quantity. So let's just go down and find that. There it is right there. I can use my range capability, and now I could type in, say, 10,000 to 99999. I can execute that, and it narrows down that report to only the orders that match that criteria. So you still have that flexibility to even further refine the reports that you generate. I'm just going to click on first letter, all, execute to get back to my full report. Again, I can print this report, just look at it and get the information I want, or generate it as a PDF. I'm just going to close this particular report, and I'm going to click on Reports, Order Entry, and go into the unfinalized order entry tickets in ticket history. So if I click on this report, again I get a selection criteria window where I can narrow down the number of reports, and I can click on OK. I'm just going to leave it all blank, click on OK, get the full listing of reports. So this is just a listing of unfinalized. Remember that we have our three statuses. We have a saved, a ticket level or ticket status, and then a finalized status. Remember, finalized status is really the level you should be at when you agree to do a job, because that locks it in and then tracks and documents all changes to the system. So if you want to monitor your CSRs, for example, to find out that they are finalizing the tickets properly, you may want to run this report every day and see if there's jobs out there that should have been finalized that haven't. So again, it just gives you a list of the ticket numbers that are not finalized, a description, the customer, the salesperson, CSR, open date, and the customer PO number. Again, I can print this, or I can create a PDF where I can just simply view it. And once I'm finished with that report, I can simply close it. Now the order entry module will also allow you to print other documents and reports out from within the module itself. So let's just quickly go and look at that. So let's click on our order button to take us into the actual order entry module. The first document that we can print obviously is the job bag, ticket, docket, whatever you want to call it, document itself. So let's just go in and find a job ticket that we have that has been finalized. So let's look at this one, 266. So I'm just going to go in and edit that job, so that will take me into the details of that job. And once I'm in the details, I then am free to print it, and I print it through the preview button. So I can click on the preview button, and it'll take me in and give me an image of what this order will look like.